We give you the facts, it's not what you think. Popeye Newsling, Young King, 1 yard, bless.
Good morning, Popeye. Grandma watch Popeyes every morning and every night.
What am I think? What am I think? You're listening to Popeye News Links. This is the Admiral Tibet who I represent, and remember, the time is so serious, cantankerous and dangerous. This is Popeye News Links.
People of Center, St. Mary and surrounding.
Yeah, watch Popeyes, mama.
Here is
Where I watch?
Popeye.
are you on exactly? If you are,
Greetings viewers and subscribers. That prince on your screen, that's Jahdane McCalla. Prince Jahdane is the son of Chantal Blake McCalla, who was brutally murdered by someone very, very close to her. Prince Jahdane, he's celebrating his birthday today. Now, Prince Jahdane, I know that you are not gonna say this birthday greetings today, but someday in the future, you're gonna be seeing it. Just know that your mom's side of the family, they love you very much, and they're hoping that one day you will all reunite. Prince Jahdane, let's hope that today you're gonna be having a wonderful birthday, and may you live to see lots more. A 5-year-old boy, he's suspected of setting a bed on fire. The fire, it quickly spread and completely destroyed a 7-apartment board and concrete house at Flowers Lane in the Whitehall area of Negril in the parish of Westmoreland. This took place last night, Thursday, March 6, about a few minutes after 9 o'clock. Reports are that the 5-year-old grandson of the owner for the house, he set fire to a bed which was inside a back room of the house. Very quickly, the entire house was engulfed in flames. A unit from the Negril Fire Department responded, but they were only able to do cooling down operations. Sad indeed. In this next report, earlier this week, I told you about a female who was arrested and charged by the police in Old Harbour in the parish of St. Catherine. And our information is that since I sent out that story, persons have been flocking various police stations because they were scammed by the same female. Like I said before, this female, she has been doing this for many years all over Jamaica. When you are done watching this video, just go on Google and enter the name Kezia Griffiths. Kezia is spelled Kezia. Kezia is 35 years old and she's living at Leasing Avenue in the Duane Park area of Kingston. Yesterday, Kezia, she was charged by detectives at the Portmore police station for obtaining goods by means of false pretense and obtaining credit by fraud. The allegation is that Kezia, she was introduced to the owners of the Sunshine City beverages in the Portsmouth area of Portmore as a party promoter. Kezia, she told them that her name was Lisa Brown. She showed them flyers and told them that she would be hosting a party and she needed some liquor on consignment. On Friday afternoon, January 10, at minutes after 1 o'clock, Kezia, she went to the owner's home where she collected a quantity of liquor on consignment. The total value of the liquor she collected was over 677,000 Jamaican dollars. It was later found out that this was all a scam. Kezia, who was already in custody, she was charged and she will be facing the courts shortly. And we are told that the charges are piling up. Why may I tell you? Now, this one, it took place Monday night, March 3, about some minutes after 7 o'clock. It took place at Ping's Salem Neighbour Mart on Main Street at Salem in the Runaway Bay area of St. Ann. Our information is that the female Chinese owner, she was seated around the counter at the cash register when 3 hoodlums entered. The hoodlums, they were all armed with guns. They proceeded to juke down the owner and robbed her of cash amounting to over 400,000 Jamaican dollars. a quantity of liquor, and 18 cartons of cigarettes. The hoodlums, they then made good their escape in a silver Nissan AD wagon motorcar that was parked on the outside. Just like that. Still in St. Ann. This one took place Friday night, February 28, about 10:30. It took place at Hampstead in the Runaway Bay area. Reports are that a party was being held at a bar in the area and many persons were in attendance. It is said that a guy named Michael and another guy known as TJ, they had an argument when TJ, he pulled a ratchet knife which he used to stab Michael to the left side of his abdomen, causing a serious wound. Michael, he ran off and he collapsed along the roadway. We are told that Michael, he passed out and he later woke up in hospital. Our information is that it's a miracle Michael is still alive. So TJ, he's wanted by the police and still in St. Ann. This one took place on Ash Wednesday afternoon, March 5, about 2:30. It took place at Lawrence Park Playfield in the Keith area of St. Ann. So what we are learning is that the Retirement Basic School Sports Day was being held at the Playfield and many persons were in attendance watching the kids having fun. An argument developed between two guys. One of them named Jahdane and he's in his mid-30s, and Jovine Nell. Jovine is 24 years old. It is alleged that Jahdane, he dipped for something in his bag, but Jovine, him did not wait. He pulled a knife and charged at Jahdane, stabbing him to the left side of his buttocks and in his back, close to his right shoulder. An off-duty police officer intervened and held Jovine. Jahdane, who was seriously injured, he was rushed to hospital where he was treated and admitted. So Jovine, he's in police custody facing charges. The mayhem. In this next report, a lady, her name is Doreen Crooks. On June 8th coming up, she'll be celebrating her 61st birthday. She was a farmer and she lived up in the hills at a place named White Bottom Road in the Lennox Bigwoods area of the Darliston Police area in the parish of Westmoreland. Our information is that Doreen, who lived alone, she was last seen alive on the afternoon of Ash Wednesday, March 5, about 2 o'clock. She was not seen all day yesterday and this caused neighbors to become concerned. As a result, yesterday afternoon, Thursday, March 6 at minutes to 6 o'clock, they went and looked in Doreen's house and she was seen lifeless lying on her side on a couch in the house. The police, they were called and when they inspected Doreen, she was found dressed in a blue jeans pants, a multicolored long sleeve top and a pair of grey socks. Blood was seen coming from her nose and her mouth. Doreen, she was DEAD. This scene was processed by crime scene investigators and investigations are continuing. The police, they are awaiting the result of a post-mortem examination to ascertain how Doreen died. Sad indeed. In this next report, now, I've carried a few reports about this incident. It was about the killing of that man on your screen. His name is Mark Watson, but he was popularly known as One and Mark. He was a 54-year-old fish vendor living at East Street in Savannah Lamar in the parish of Westmoreland. Like I told you before, One and Mark and 3 other males, they were charged for the murder of Delroy Grant, but he was popularly known as Joni. That incident took place on Monday night, January 11, 2021 at Hudson Street in Savannah Lamar. One and Mark, he was granted bail and he should have attended court earlier this week. It is believed that the attack on One and Mark was a reprisal for the killing of Joni. So, while One and Mark was at his home with one of his sons, 2 hoodlums went there, kicked off the door and opened gunfire, shooting One and Mark all over his body. The hoodlums, they then made good their escape. The police, they were called and they transported one and Mark to hospital. It is said that while he was being transported to the Savannah Lamar Hospital, he told the police who his shooters were. One of the names he gave the police was that guy on your screen. His name is Junior Jervaine James, but he was popularly known as Shotta. Shotta was 31 years old. Shotta was shot and killed by the police early Tuesday morning, March 4, at Gully Banks in Savannah Lamar. The police, they are claiming that it was a shootout, while some residents of the area, they are saying that the cops executed Shotta. Later that same morning, after Shotta was shot and killed by the police, they carried out a raid in the same Gully Banks area and they picked up a guy popularly known as Ratta. Ratta's correct name is Javene Bailey and he is 24 years old. The police, they have since charged Ratta for the killing of one and Mark. It is being alleged that it was Shotta and Ratta who kicked off Mark's door and shot and killed him. So, Ratta, he'll be going to the courts shortly. The mayhem. So let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Have you hit on the love button as yet? If you have not yet done so, remember to hit on it. Also, if you are over here watching our videos and you have not yet subscribed, hit on the subscribe button as also. Hit on the notification bell. Then click all so that whenever we drop a new video, you'll be one of the first to be notified. Now, before I give you the final report for today, while I was recording this video, I received information that a man in his mid-50s, he's called Leroy, and he was living in the Marthabury area of Trelawney. Reports are that Leroy, he was stabbed to death by a man who is said to be of unsound mind at Hague in the Falmouth area of Trelawney earlier this afternoon. The killer, he was taken into police custody. We are doing some digging and we are going to be updating this report in a subsequent video. Stand by for that. In the final report for today, this one took place last night, Thursday, March 6, about 10:15. It took place at Spot Valley in the parish of St. James. We are learning that residents of the area, they heard gunshots being fired and they called the police. When the police went and made checks, they saw a guy. His name is Charlton McDonald. He was 35 years old and we are told that Charlton, he's from Carlett's Road in Spanish Town in the parish of St. Catherine. Charlton, he was found lying on his back in a pool of blood. He was inspected and he was found with gunshot wounds to the top of his right eye, his lower abdomen and both legs. Charlton, he died on the spot. We are told that when the police processed this crime scene, a number of 9mm spent shells were recovered from the scene. The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.
Tell a friend for tell a friend for tell a friend about Popeye NewsLink and KlLLNG TV. Like, subscribe and share. Quicksilver sing, if we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. If we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. Hey, crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. I coulda sunshine or rain. Jamaica, no problem, no pain. Rude boy them block out can't tame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. To the street and the lane, everybody them start complain. Bloodshed, what a shame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh, Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Jamaica, Jamaica, the land of the sun. Jamaica become now the